Okay.
Welcome, everyone, to the Hennessy Performance League booth. My name is always Joker. We have two ranked top 10 teams, UCF, Kansas State, with me in the booth, who will be the lead commentator for tonight's game. It will be Dewan McMurray, the Louisville, I believe, Cardinals, fifth ranked Louisville. And then we also have another top 10 ranked user on the sidelines for us tonight. It is the Georgia Bulldogs head coach of Mason Pope. Um,
Government.
th- Thank you, of course, Masopes. It's pretty easy to decipher what that name means. But DJ, you have the floor. You will be leading us tonight.
Thank you, Joker. This is a very big matchup, probably the biggest one all year in the Big 12. For Sauce, if he wins this game, he punches his ticket to the Big 12 championship because he only has one loss to Louisville, but Louisville's in the ACC. So both teams undefeated in conference play. Winner goes to the Big 12 championship. So lot of implications going into this game. So yeah. So any predictions for anybody?
Well, we always go to the polls, the betting polls, right? Um, and Kansas State is favored for me by 4.5. I think that's a good bet. These two teams played an exhibition game long ago. I believe Kansas State was the winner of that one, but for me personally, I need for USC, I need a Kansas State win, right? But
Yes.
for probably the fan, you want to see if anyone can stop the Kansas State team. Avery Johnson is the leading favorite, I believe, for the Heisman race right now. I'm gonna go personally. My pick. I'm gonna stay with Kansas State, and I think they keep the tide rolling.
That's a good pick. I got Kansas State to 7.5 point, or actually no, 6.5. I meant both teams have elite offenses, and it's going to be back and
Oh,
forth, probably in the 50s somewhere, in my opinion. As anyway, toe meets leather, and we are underway here in the bounce house. Fair
I think
catch
we.
called in the end zone.
Sorry to
Go
cut
on,
you
Joker.
off. I think we have some of Electric's dorm roommates watching the stream in the comment section. Um, Big names, big opportunities, and we get to see
Consequences.
consequences. Yes, consequences, opportunities, and we'll see as we're seeing some adjustments from Sauce that we will
Yeah,
not
sorry
say.
to cut you guys off here, but we're down here on the sidelines. This Kansas State UCF game, like you said, Joker, playoff implications. I just want to ask the commentators here, what's the most important thing of this game that each team is going to have to do against the other to be able to win these things?
Looking for a crease. It's Gibbons.
I guess I'll start with this one first since Kansas State has the ball. It's just the ability for UCF's defense to get to the quarterback. You don't want the quarterback to have too much time. A lot of people have kind of gave Electric too much time, and he kind of capitalizes on big 30, 40, 50-yard plays. So I think if you're UCF for Kansas State, gotta send different blitzes, gotta send different packages at the quarterback.
Which is pretty cool too because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are
Yeah,
going
I
through
mean,
the
I
same
absolutely
thing.
agree. Not sure where your
Yeah, I don't know.
co-commentator here is in the booth, but I'll just hop up here and join you and kind of answer that question for you. I mean, I agree. I think showing Avery Johnson different packages, showing some things we haven't seen before throughout the season is definitely going to slow the offense down. But there's going to be a point in the game where Kansas State is going to figure that out. Their coach is smart, so you've got to be able to make adjustments through the game. Be a big 3rd and 2 right here. It's going to be an inside zone UCF.
All
And
right.
there is Demar or Dewan. Sorry.
All right, my mic was muted. My bad. I have got. You have to stop Avery Johnson. You can't give him the same amount of time Cam Ward gets. So pressure is key if you're UCF. Anyways, 1st and 10 on the 35-yard line. He'll hand it off to Giddens. Giddens makes a cut. Giddens has a lot of space to run. Gets it inside the 40. Gets it down to the 36.
And you can see in the regular season comparison, you're going to see once UCF gets the ball, they've been really successful running the football, and kind of two different type of teams here. And I think just to start this game, Sauce is going to try and make Electric go east and west, right? He's trying to make them make a lot of sideline plays, try and keep everything towards the sideline, nothing towards the middle. That's just what I've seen so far.
Yes, Johnson, and that is the time that we're talking about. All day long, when it's batted down, nearly intercepted. And that was a good defensive coverage by Sauce. Yes, he gave him a lot of time to throw, but he clamped up against the receivers, and so no gain. 3rd and 5, play action. Johnson
got it.
Throws across, and he gets it complete.
You know, this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. Kansas State back at
Now 1st and 10 on the UCF 23-yard line here. He'll motion the wide receiver, play action for Johnson. Johnson finds his tight end, and he gets it down inside the 15-yard line.
but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12.
And this offense is built around this kid. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to
And if you're Sauce, you got to be looking at that deflection a few plays ago that easily could have been going the other way, that easily could have been a pick six. And
all day to throw. He rolls out to his right, and he's just gonna have to throw this one away. So another great defensive coverage by Sauce. I mean, he's done a pretty good job clamping up. I mean, a few plays have slid, but I mean two incompletions. 2nd down and 10. Hands it off to Giddens. Gonna try to cut up inside. Gets to the 6. 3rd and 4.
Yeah, big stop to me. I think Electric, I mean, we'll see. But I think if you're Kansas State, you're going to need a big stop. Oh, he dropped it!
He gets it, though.
He must be blind.
Try to go for Dylan Edwards on the check down, and this is a great defensive play by Sauce right there. Now, Electric's going to try the 23-yard field goal from the left hash.
He missed
it! He missed the kick! And if you're UCF, you have got to feel happy that he drove all the way down just to miss a cheap shot. So now, it's UCF's turn. As we see KJ Jefferson, the transfer from Arkansas, had a good season last year, has RJ Harvey to his right.
Yeah, Mason, since UCF has the ball, what are we going to be looking forward to if you're UCF on offense?
Yeah, I mean, you got to move the ball, right? You got to have smart plays. I think the coach has the right play calling. I think he's smart enough to know what to call to move the ball down the field. I just don't know if the execution is going to be there. That's what's going to rely on his offensive side of the ball, is execution. Just like right here, you get a quick run out to the flat. You turn 3rd and 9 into 3rd and 4, which is huge. This is a big 3rd down. We saw Kansas State convert multiple on their drive. The same thing has to happen for UCF. If you can't convert on 3rd down, you're not going to win any game in college football. Very exciting to see what we can do here.
Great talk. 3rd down and 4. Jefferson. It's a 4-man rush. And it's broken up. Try to fit it in through the tight window, and he just couldn't get it in. So now,
what do you do here? I mean,
analytics say punt. I mean, going for it this early on your 26.
You stopped him one
going
time.
for this.
Analytics. I mean, I'm here for that.
So I think you punt this football personally.
It's a gamble.
Yeah, it's just.
He'll motion the wide receiver Jefferson on an option. Flips it over to Harvey, and
Does he get it? Does he get it?
He did not get there, and the Kansas State defense comes up with a huge stop, and they have excellent field position. And they're going to review this. And yeah, it was pretty obvious that he got.
Oh no, he didn't.
And it was pretty obvious that he got stopped short.
I mean, I don't mind that call. You're not going to win punting the football. I mean, if you look at it one way, it's like Electric. If he scores a touchdown, it's like he just scored on that first play. right? Since he got the ball, you still get ball at half, so you still have the opportunity to still have control of this game. But just an interesting play call to go for it on 4th and 4 there.
I agree. Johnson all day to throw. Checked it down to Giddens again. Giddens makes one guy miss, makes another guy miss, and he gets it down inside the 15. And you know, Electric's good. If nothing comes open in the middle of the field or on the corner, he'll just check it down to your running backs. You always want to make sure to guard that. 1st and 10 from the 13. Johnson. 3-man rush. Gets it complete to Jackson, and he'll get it to the 3. 2nd down and 1.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots.
Now, if you're Saucier, do you blitz or do you just we'll find out?
Because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down.
2nd and 1 from the 3. Man in motion. It's a QB keeper from Johnson, and Johnson's not going to get there. He is buried behind the line of scrimmage. It is now 3rd and 2. And that is the end of the 1st quarter. And so far, I said there's going to be an offensive shootout. There is no score after 1 quarter.
Yeah, I had a feeling this was going to be defensive-minded. I mean, it's only been 1 quarter. I can easily drop 21 each in this next quarter here. But if you look at the Big 12 standings, we'll get back to that in a bit. But this is a big game. UCF has an opportunity to
keep her.
And he did it. He did it.
And back to my point. I mean, yeah, winner of this game goes to the Big 12 championship versus Boise State. So, going to be very interesting to see.
The Wildcats are marching down the field. The corners are walked up tight.
Johnson, he'll do it. He'll keep it on his own read, and he got met well behind the line of scrimmage by Nigelic Kelly.
And if you're Sauce, you got the stop, you got the loss of yardage, you got to convert this to make him take 3 points. I think if you're Electric, you take your 3 points. I don't think it's worth risking it, considering Sauce can double dip if he wants to. So I think this is the biggest play of the drive, this 2nd down, just to see what type of yardage he may or may not gain.
Down now, new orders. Johnson snaps it. It's a 3-man rush. Looks to his right, and he has a man open. It's caught. Touchdown, Kansas State. The Wildcats strike first here in Orlando.
Quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position.
As that was a nice play by Avery Johnson, rolling out to his right. And it looks like UCF is going to challenge this. Was he out of bounds?
And the offense takes advantage.
No, so call stands. But that was a nice play call by Avery Johnson, rolling out to his right and just throwing it the last second. And then the extra point is good. So Kansas State trying to get to the Big 12 championship for the first time in D1. 7-0 here in Orlando as now Tennant will kick it away. Ball will come out. As you see the projected CFP bracket, so winner of that, UCF Georgia, goes and plays Louisville.
Not to scare the
man in motion. It's another option look here. He's going to pitch it to Harvey. He's got good blocks, though, and he has the 1st down.
I was going to point out, not to kind of scare our 2 users, but there are 17 people watching this game. So remember, the things you want more, they're going to cost a little bit more. And
he's going to hand this off to Harvey again. And I feel like this is going to be a real big, like, rushing attack game because you see both running backs are elite. They have the star below their body. As now this looks like a jet action, and it is. He's going to cut up inside, and he's going to fight and muscle his way for the 1st down.
And if you're UCF, you're okay with taking this all the way to half to make sure if you take your 3, you get the ball back at the start of the second half. Oh my goodness.
Harvey bouncing off tacklers, and he'll get 3. So you see 30 rushing yards for R.J. Harvey through 6 attempts. So this is now 2nd down and 7 as UCF has it in Kansas State territory.
Balance, you at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Kansas State kind of backing off a little bit. They'll send Johnson in motion. It's another option look. Pitch it to Harvey.
Oh, he doesn't get there!
Turn the corner. He did a spin move for some reason, but he had enough speed to turn the corner and get the first down. As you know, the coach of UCF, he is really good with this option attack, so will Electric make some adjustments to try to stop that. But now it's at the 37. Penny Boone now, the slot running back. Jefferson back to pass. He's just gonna scramble out and he's just gonna slide. Smart decision. You don't need to risk anything for a first down. He's got majority, and now it's 2nd down and 3.
And now I think you're easily in field goal range. So now you don't want to do anything crazy. You throw a pick 6. You're okay with taking 3 here. Don't want to be too aggressive.
I agree. As we look at KJ Jefferson now. He's just going to hand this off to Harvey. Harvey, he's short by about a few inches, but they're going to hurry this up, get back to the line. Going to hand it off to Harvey, and Harvey, he has a lot more, and he's going to get it to the 15. So he didn't just want that first down, he wanted several more yards right there.
And if you're Sauce, you're okay. Remember, 2 minutes. You want to see what type of mind games Electric does as he let him score a touchdown so he can get the ball back, because it doesn't seem like Sauce is going to throw it much here. So let's see what type of mind games they play.
He's just going to hand this off to Harvey, and he'll get 2. Halftime report, Mason Pope, our sideline reporter, he'll be coming in at halftime, so just be on the lookout for that. He'll give us our thoughts on this game so far. So we have a minute and a half left here in the 2nd quarter. Hudson now the motion man. Just gonna run it again. He cut up inside. I feel like he would have had more room to run if he just turned the corner. I feel like he was fast enough.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm not just okay with letting this time just run down. 3rd and 5, you have 3 timeouts. I definitely would have called 1 timeout in that situation. Just to put a little pressure, just to say I'm not okay with letting you just take it to the half and you get the ball back.
See what happens. It's another option. He'll pitch it to Harvey. He has enough speed and he'll get there. R.J. Harvey, the touchdown, tie the game, pending the extra point.
Yeah, good for UCF. A lot of running that play, run-heavy offense to prove, hey, this is going to be a battle where we can score as well. They're going to tie this game up. 42 seconds left. You got to pin this deep. You try and get this. Oh, I saw an onside kick and I got a little scared.
Joker, like you were saying, yes, this isn't like 5 minutes to Electric. Like 42 seconds, that's like a whole 15. No, actually no. 42 seconds, like 15 minutes to Electric. He will drive the ball on you, so you gotta be ready to stop. And we'll see what this UCF defense can do here. 3 timeouts. Electric looking to get into field goal range here. It's a 3-man rush. Johnson just gonna roll out,
and he
got it complete. And it's a first down, and that's what I'm talking about. Electric, he makes throws with Avery Johnson just like Cam Ward. He'll scramble. He'll have a lot of time to throw, and he'll make passes like that. So just amazing stuff right there.
And it seems like they were in a zone. I want to see what a potential man coverage would do against that, just to see if it's anything different.
Another 3-man rush here. Johnson, he has all day to throw.
Does he get it? Soft bait on him into that! He caught
it again! Down to the 6. And once again, a lot of time in the pocket, and he gets another completion. That's 2 in a row right there. And that's what we've been talking about, the 3-man rushes. they're not going to do you really well against Electric. They'll hand it off to Giddens, and Giddens got met at the line of scrimmage. You see top pass and touchdowns. Payne Thorne, Curtis Rourke, Carson Beck, Dylan Gabriel. Don't know who that Texas State quarterback is. Nonetheless, 2nd and goal from the 7.
If you're Electric, remember you have a field goal.
He'll roll to his right, throws across his body. I thought it was intercepted. I don't know what he was trying to do. I guess he put his running back on a Texas route, and he just tried to throw across the body.
You see the mind games.
30. It's caught. Touchdown. 7-yard strike from Avery Johnson to Jace Brown, and Kansas State has the lead before half, and that is what you want if you are Kansas State. And UCF gets ball here to start second half, so we'll see what this Knights offense will be able to do here. They'll just let it roll into the end zone.
I think UCF will give this one play. I think see what you can come out in this play. If you can gain a big chunk, you have your 2 timeouts in your back pocket. See what you can get. If you don't get it, just take it to pass.
Play action. He's going deep.
Goodness, he caught it!
He got it. Javarius Johnson comes up with a huge catch. What a catch. And just like that, Sauce has it in field goal range. But I don't know if he's looking for a field goal. He's looking for a touchdown. He wants this game tied up before half.
I think you look, you see, you throw it away, you take your 3.
Harvey. So now it's an empty set here. 5 wide out. Look over to his left. Jefferson, it's the 4-man rush.
That's a dangerous pass!
It's intercepted!
That was not needed! We just talked about it. You take your 3, you get the ball back at half.
That was a questionable decision by UCF, playing aggressive. But nonetheless, Kansas State has the ball, and they'll be up a touchdown here at half. So,
barring anything else.
One more play. So actually, hold on. I don't think Electric's done here. We'll see what he can do with Avery Johnson one more time. Johnson, back to pass. He's only rushing 2. And he is just throwing it. It's batted down, and that will end the first half. Your score, Kansas State 14, UCF 7. So let's bring in our sideline reporter, Mason Pope. Mason, what do you got for us? What are you looking for in the second half?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just kind of the opposite of what I said earlier when I said that the coaching staff at UCF was doing what he needs to do on the coaching side and not the execution side. Really, we're seeing him do what he needs to do on the execution side, but not the coaching side. I've seen multiple opportunities here where you can put yourself in better situations if you just make the right call on 4th down. Just like that where Joker said, you take 3 points and you get the ball back, you're trailing by 4. You might not even be trailing by 4, though, if you didn't go for it on 4th down in your own territory in the first quarter. Because, like you guys said, it's like the first play of the game, yeah, but you have to trust your defense. You stopped him once. What makes you think you can't stop him again? There's bad coaching decisions, I think, from UCF. Got to tighten up on the second half, and you can definitely win this game. The only guy that we've seen so far to really stop Electric, I would say, offensively this season.
All right, well, that was good talk from you. As we just saw R.J. Harvey just completely take somebody's ankles, put him in a hospital bed. Still didn't get the first down, so now it's 3rd down and short here. So 3rd down and 2 here.
What do you do?
Sideline. Just going to hand this ball off to Harvey, and he'll get the first down. Seems like this running game is really killing this Kansas State defense here, as Electric's not really been able to stop it here. Jefferson back to pass, barely gets it away, breaks a tackle, and he's going to cut upfield and he'll get 9. Probably could have ran a little bit longer, got the first, but great effort. Nice broken tackle, and yeah, 2nd down and 1.
yards, yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5. Than it is
2nd and 1. He'll hand this ball off to Penny Boone. Penny Boone! Yeah, he's pretty underrated, a really underrated running back in college football. Transfer from Toledo. Jefferson back to pass, to 4-man rush. He'll scramble out and he'll just throw it away.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the
2nd down and 10 for KJ Jefferson. Play action. He'll roll out. And it looks like Electric didn't have any spies out there. He'll just run out and get the 1st down with his legs.
And I like what Sauce did there. He wasn't trying to be fancy, wasn't trying to be cute. Just take what the defense is going to give you in that situation. Got the 1st down, move the chains.
Yes. 1st down and 10. Jefferson scrambles out. Oh, had to throw it away. As it looks like they got contained on that right side there. So good job by Electric. So yeah, again, the Kansas State defense been able to stop the passing game, not been able to stop the running game very well. So great coverage right there. Man in motion. It's a jet action play. It's gonna cut up field. I feel like he could have just kept running to the outside, but
I agree.
3rd and 9 now, so from here it'd be a 56-yard field goal. So if you're UCF, you kind of have, if you don't get it, you got to go for it.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion. So everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses.
Jefferson, he'll throw it quickly, and he'll be short of the 1st down. So Kansas State gets a stop, but no, they're going for this. Analytics say
you go for it.
On that last play, you're basically trusting.
He's going to hand this ball up to Harvey. He's not going to get there. VJ Payne with the big hit behind the line of scrimmage. And Kansas State gets another stop.
And now you see we're taking that 3. The end of the 2nd quarter comes back to bite you if you're UCF.
Could have took it twice.
Could have took it twice. You're right. I mean, but I think in this situation, field goals aren't going to win you games and championships. There's a man wide
Johnson,
open crossbody. Oh my God! He baited him into it.
Pass interference, and there you go. Kansas State gets a 1st down on PI.
Electric did that on purpose, knowing that the user of Sauce was going to come over, gets the 1st down when that honestly could have been picked off.
These Cam Moore type throws is now you see Johnson has
it
all
out.
day to throw this football. He'll scramble and he'll throw an interception.
He can take this to the house.
He's not quick enough to get him down the sideline.
Can he get there? No, he can't.
6. Andrew Harris, 56-yard pick 6 to tie this game. Oh my God, what an outrageous turn of events. That was 2 cross-body throws Electric has tried to make, and it just hasn't been his friend.
Avery Johnson seeing ghost on the 1st down.
This is probably the most entertaining Big 12 game of the entire season in HPL, so we're having ourselves a treat.
And now, look, we come down. We hate to keep bringing it up, but you take your 3 points on both circumstances, and you're up 6.
20 to 14, yep.
Or even up 3 in one scenario. So
yeah, I feel like the field goals, you gotta take them. They're your friend, and they'll most likely help you win games in situations. So Avery Johnson back to pass. Trying to go deep again, and it's caught! I don't know what happened there. I don't know why I'm overreacting, because I saw the camera movement. It was kind of weird. Kind of looked like it got deflected.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels.
Nonetheless, a 1st down for Kansas State. Avery Johnson back to pass. All day to throw. circles back the other way. He's just backpedaling 15
Throws
yards,
it away.
and he'll just throw it away. And this is what we're talking about. Electric making big plays, his O-line doing whatever he can for him. And, yeah. As it is now 2nd down and 10, Giddens will motion out. Johnson. It's a 3-man rush, and he's got a man wide open. Makes 2-man miss. Oh, my goodness. Makes 3. And that's a touchdown for Kansas State. Man, was that incredible. That was probably the nastiest cuts I've ever seen the entire season. And Avery Johnson just making big plays again.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49.
Here we go. Tennant kicking it away.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25.
We'll see what us can do.
As right now, 15 people watching so far. So most viewed game on the HPL YouTube channel. Thank you guys for watching again. As back to the game, play action for Jefferson. He's going deep again, and it's broken up. Yeah, I feel like if you're Sauce, you don't want to put yourself in that scenario where you want to turn the ball over. Whatever floats your boat. I mean, if it's on you if you turn it over, but nonetheless, 2nd down and 10. Option look. Oh, and he got tackled for a huge loss.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Hold on.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20.
3-man rush. Jefferson all day to throw.
Oh, batted down!
It's barely batted down.
You gotta punt this. You cannot.
Desmond Purnell. Felt like he had another route open, but no, it could be me.
Let's see. Keep bringing it up. Those 2 field goals.
Returning it. Oh, Lockett. Dangerous return, man, but we'll get it to the 47.
It would have been a 1-possession game, 1-score, 1-point game. You take those 2 threes, but you gotta get us another stop. You gotta get a fumble, gotta get a pick, gotta get the ball back without Electric putting points on the board.
And it's a QB keeper from Avery Johnson. He makes 1-man miss, and he gets lit up.
Another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
So after the 1st down run, here's 2nd down.
2nd down and 2. Looks like it's a QB draw. Avery Johnson gets another 1st down. So, Joker, I mean, what are your thoughts on this 4th quarter? Like, what do you want to see out of UCF?
I mean, you gotta go back to what was working. I feel like running the football. I know they got stopped on that option play, just made the wrong read, but. Oh.
Yep. Oh, and he's got a man wide open. Touchdown, Kansas State.
I saw that too. Electric got it. Luckily, it stayed in bounds, but mistakes. That's all it really is. It's just kind of silly mistakes.
It's just big busts in the defense is really all it is. And Avery Johnson just having way too much time to throw.
In a must-win game, you can't take those type of risks and kind of want those rewards. You lose this game, you're gonna need some help to make the playoffs, I believe, if you lose this game for UCF.
I certainly agree with that, Joker. 10 seconds left. It is a 14-point game here. We'll see what happens. It was, in fact, once 21-7, I believe, at one point. Or am I tripping? No. It was never that.
Looking to move it through the
See, setting up a halfback screen here. Harvey gonna make a few cuts, and he'll get 8 yards. And that will conclude the third quarter here. 2-score game here in Orlando is Electric trying to punch his ticket to the Big 12 title game. 1 quarter remains here.
Yeah, now after UCF, I mean, your goal is to try and score as quickly as possible, just so you have enough time, if you can get a stop, to get the ball back.
Yep. I mean, he's just been really, and I feel like he's going back to what he's good at. I mean, going back to the running game, and it's working well, but this time it's play action. And he's just going to scramble out. He's going to take off with Jefferson. He had enough speed. KJ Jefferson, the Electric quarterback, the senior from Mississippi. He's just too quick.
And I like how he got out of bounds there, because now clock is going to start to become an issue, right? Clock is going to start to become an, oh, I guess the clock's still running, but clock is definitely going to be starting to become an issue if you're still running this football.
3-man rush. Jefferson throws it away, but they're going to get him for intentional grounding.
That's just a tough call. I mean, there's a defender, if he doesn't throw that, it's easily sacked. And
that's a huge turning point in the ball game.
I mean, we're in 4th down territory regardless, but you definitely want to get to at least within 5 yards.
2nd down and 20. It's an option look. Harvey just does a spin move.
Got one!
He cut 2 defenders, and he got half of those yards back from the penalty.
And I think we're in 4th down territory. So remember, try and get 5. Try and get 6. If you can get the 1st down, obviously good on you, but you don't want to always try and go for it all in this circumstance.
I certainly agree with that statement. 3rd down and 10. Play action. Jefferson just gonna scramble out. Does he have?
That's a play. Whew.
Close. He could have fumbled, but no. He is short by a yard. And if you look back at the last 2 4th downs, the 2 4th downs he tried to run, it didn't really go his way. Will he potentially throw it right here? The motion out Davis. Hands it off to Penny Boone. Penny Boone, and he gets it.
Gotta run with some tempo, though. Gotta get this ball. Gotta get some shots towards the end zone. Only 4 minutes left. I mean, yes, you have your 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but you want as much time to try and get a stop, a fumble, but you gotta get into the end zone first.
Certainly agree with that one. 1st down and 10. Jefferson. He throws it across his body. It's caught! 28-yard gain. That was a crazy play by KJ Jefferson. Both QBs are making extremely incredible plays. I mean, we've seen it go back and forth. Gonna hand this ball off to RJ Harvey.
Gotta run with some tempo now.
20 rushes and not even 100 yards yet. It's kind of surprising.
3:30 left. Time is ticking. You gotta run with some tempo. If you can score, you gotta score. Gotta score a touchdown. Gotta get in the end zone. Quicker. Sooner rather than
Jefferson
later.
Here. 3:14. Time keeps ticking. He'll throw it out. It's caught. But he only got like 3. So now it's 3rd down and 5. Huge 3rd down here if you're UCF. He'll motion him out. Jefferson. And he throws an interception on the goal line.
He's going to take this out.
Oh, he's going to take it out. Man.
He had the running back open in the end zone on the left side if he just threw it. And
once again, a terrible decision. But I don't know. I mean, he still has a slim chance. I mean, if he gets the ball back, scores touchdown, no timeouts, got to recover the onside kick. He'll score again, but this game is most likely over.
And you go back to the field goals. The field goals that he decided not to take. The
Yeah,
28-20 game.
it would have been 28-20. Yep, a one-score game.
With you
Indeed.
driving.
Avery Johnson on a
This
quarterback
is
keeper.
insane. How
and he's just
fast?
gonna just sprint to, and he's just gonna sprint to the out of bounds. And Electric's only 2 minutes and 14 seconds away from clinching his ticket or clinching his spot in the Big 12 championship game.
Well, I believe he would be
Quarterback
playing.
keeper Johnson. Oh, he's got a lot of grass. He is gone. One man to beat, and he's gonna beat him. 60-yard touchdown from Avery Johnson. A little taunt at the end. But that's the magic of the Kansas State QB as he gets it in, just pushing this lead further.
And you got to look, if you're Sauce, just the eagerness to try and make a creative play on offense.
Here's the thing, though. If you are Sauce, it's not like you're out of the playoffs. I mean, if you just win your next game, you most likely would get in. You just got to see what happens in the conference championships. So
I mean, yeah, but he's already 9 with 1 loss. A loss here would probably drop him to 15, 16,
and
more than likely. So he's gonna need some help. But there are some teams in front of him that have lost as well. I believe, if I'm Virginia Tech, 6th ranked Virginia Tech lost, and we still have Ole Miss in Florida. They have to play their game.
And yeah, but I think Sauce should be able to get in. We'll see, though. I mean, his only loss is season, who is currently ranked 6th, I believe.
Yeah, so he's going to need some help.
As we just saw R.J. Harvey make a nice catch.
And I don't think Sauce played a bad game, but when you're playing with some of the best, you cannot make the little mistakes that he made tonight. Sometimes, I mean, obviously touchdowns are going to win you games, but you got to be okay with taking the...
I do not disagree with you. As Jefferson's just going to...
It'll bring up 2nd and short. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Quarterback checking off. He's going to pass on 2nd.
Jefferson. Back to pass. Gonna step up again. He'll just
Superman!
do a dolphin dime. He said, I'm Superman. Alright, minute 30. I mean, if Sauce... I mean, this game is just over, but, I mean, if you want to have a chance, score, get a stop, score again, recover the onside kick, score again, in that order.
And he's going to get brought down,
that's
so
just
none
not
of
going to
that's going to
happen.
matter.
KJ Jefferson just got sacked by Brendan Mott, and Jefferson's down on the field. He took a hard hit.
And if you're Sauce, I mean, I guess, does the score matter how close it is in that situation? For
I mean,
rankings?
in fact, he did lose to the number 3 team in the country, so, I mean...
And if he keeps it close, then maybe he doesn't fall too far, but, I mean,
I mean, personally, he should fall between, like, the 12 to 14 range, personally.
He's going to need some help. So, like, I know Texas A&M and Auburn have to play. I'm sure he's rooting for Texas A&M to get that win.
It's an option, and again, it's blown up again by Mott. As they finally got on the option late in the game. 4th and 13 from the 26. It's just the last chance for UCF.
And all you really want to do is try and keep this close. Like, obviously, you want a touchdown.
Jefferson
Caught.
gets it complete. Nice. They'll hurry it up a little bit.
He'll try to get it in
Hand
with
this
the
off to
run.
Harvey, makes a man miss, and gets in for the touchdown. A little too late here. 13 seconds left.
So, well, I mean, Kansas State, I believe,
I
will
mean,
be in
they're
the.
still gonna try it.
Well, I'm gonna keep talking like this game is over, because it is. And
Yep. Electric can
Kansas
just kneel this
State,
ball.
11 and
Yes.
0. I believe they
11 and
play
0.
a AI to end the season.
But
And
nonetheless, the perfect season. Go on, Joker. What were you saying?
yeah, I think this for sure confirms them into the playoffs, regardless of whatever happens into the next game. And just a good win. We'll bring in Mason. We'll bring in Electric, our winning coach, and Electric. Just a big win on the road. Just talk us through it.
I mean, man, we got a bunch of music playing in this locker room, man. It's just I don't know. You know, I just really don't know. I do want to say Avery Johnson once again, even though he was hurt last game, uh, couldn't run the ball as much as possible. I know he was pissed off not being able to do it, but at the end of the day, I mean, I love this team so much. So many times that we had came back to where people thought we was gonna lose or we gonna keep it close, but we never do, you know. And this is what Kansas State represents. We give no mercy to anybody. We just keep going, you know. We just keep going. Avery Johnson, Avery Johnson, you know, just running 69 yards down their throat to the very end. We love that, you know. And
Okay.
we going for that Big 12 championship, you know, and we going for the national championship too.
Okay, Mason.
Yeah, just what a great win, right? You put yourself in a really good situation. I think is Uchiha still undefeated? Previous stat check?
Uchiha
He has lost
he only has
to
one loss to Dirt.
Florida
Yeah,
State.
so, I mean, I assume Electric is the only undefeated user. Maybe Lamar. Are you undefeated?
No, I'm 10 and 1. Electric's my only loss.
Yeah, so I mean, you're the clear favorite here. My only real question for you is, did you feel like there were points in the game where if UCF made the right decisions, kind of capitalized on the decisions that they didn't make, would you have been in a tougher spot? Would it have been a closer game? Or were you just thinking, I'm always gonna win. I'm always gonna win this game.
Well, every game I go into it, I think about what can we possibly do and how can we start it off, you know. And once he made a couple mistakes that I heard the broadcaster say, he made too many mistakes to play against the best user in the league. You cannot go for it on your side of the field, and you just can't do that. And the moment he did that is the moment I said, we got free roaming offense. We can do whatever we want now. So that's what we did with Avery. Deep bombs down the field. We ran the ball with him multiple times. I felt more comfortable after he went for it multiple times on fourth down. We have to make users do something that they don't want to do. We have to get, like with GTR, we have to get him out of his comfort zone of the read options. We have to make it a score to where he don't
Yeah.
feel comfortable now. He has to pass the ball. That's what I want to do with users. I want to make sure you get out of your comfort zone and see how well do you play from there. That's what makes the best user the best user.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think you nailed it. You put him in situations that he was probably uncomfortable in, and I think he might have had you in some situations where you were uncomfortable in, maybe on that first drive. So, just really my next question, and I'll wrap it up here from my end. Out of the field of spread that you see of every other user, I mean, you've had a good taste of just about everybody. You've played some really, really good users. Out of the people maybe you haven't played, or the people that you have played, what team do you think could give you the biggest challenge? What team do you think you need to kind of maybe get over a little hump? It might be a hump for you in the race to the title.
Yeah, I mean any team that has really really good players on their team and they know how to think for themselves, like the cornerbacks, the linebackers, any team that like like yourself in Georgia, Ohio State, um, a bit of Oregon, any teams that have really high overall players might give us a little disadvantage because of how the players are. But overall, I still believe in the team that no matter what, we can just come out on top. Every team is going to have their ups and downs, and it's all up to us to figure out what's going to be the downs and what's going to be the ups. And yeah, that's really it about this team.
No, I mean absolutely, I agree. I think you played a really good game today, and we'll see what happens in the playoffs with Kansas State. Definitely the favorite.
Thank you.
All right. I've got some question. I've got a question for you, Electric.
He starts smiling, so this.
How would you how would you feel in your O line? I mean, they give you all the time in the world. They give Avery Johnson like 10 seconds to throw that ball. So how would you give your O line credit for what they've done all season long?
Man, I mean the offensive line from the very start, in the start of the season, we talked about it all the time. We was like, we had to give Avery Johnson as much time as possible. If not, if he's going to run it or DJ is going to run it, then we have to make sure we get these good blocks in so they be able to, hit the holes and get through, run it, and we go from there. The offensive line did absolutely superb for how they're, we're not all Americans on this team, but we don't really care about that. We have love, compassion, and everything over here, and toughness that makes us better than the rest, or makes us stand out from the rest. That's why you see Kansas State right there. That's why you see us in third, and that's why you see us undefeated. The offensive line did so good. They are the main reason why this offense starts. They the main reason why we have free roam, and we can make calls that we want to call. That's why I love this offensive line very much, man. They gonna get some steak at the end of the game, man. They gonna get some steak, man.
Okay. All right, that's good. That's good talk. All right, I guess that's all the interviews from Electric. So let's move over to the losing coach. Sauce, you got a copy?
Yeah.
So disappointing loss, 9-2. But you look at your resume. I mean, you've practically lost to the two best users in the dynasty. No bias, but no bias shown.
Yeah.
But yeah, 9-2. You have a pretty good resume. Do you think your team will make the CFP?
We need some help. There's a lot of guys that are going to play in the conference titles, and so losers of them will probably have around 3 losses. So hopefully we could get ahead of them. Good season, like you said. Played the two best users in the league. Can't be really mad at that. Hey, you got to play the best sometimes. You got to put it out there, let it rip. Made a lot of mistakes, but all in all, good season. We just got to get some more recruits out there.
Okay, I mean, and that running game. How are you gonna utilize the running game though? In your future games. I mean, you got two outstanding backs, Benny Boone and RJ Harvey. How are you gonna utilize them?
We've been just game plan, keep it the same. We'll probably have to make some adjustments, but good to get out there and let it rip a little bit. We just need some better play calling in the crucial moments.
Okay, all right, Joker. You got any questions you would like to ask?
I'm sure you probably scoped out the face of the league for these final 2 weeks. Who are you what games are you kind of eyeing, or at least for week 13?
To watch?
Yeah, some teams you're kind of watching to see, what kind of outcome you want in those games.
The way I see it, whoever's playing the Big 12 championship will probably be Boise and Kansas State. We'll hope for a Kansas State win there to get Boise knocked down a little bit. As far as SEC, hopefully maybe a 2-loss team gets in there and they lose. We'll see. Just gotta see how it plays out. Big Ten, maybe a team loses in that championship as well. So I know a lot of teams are going to be in the title games that are playing users that, one of them's got to lose. So hopefully we'll get some help and kind of squeeze in there.
Thank you.
All right, is that it? All right. Thank you guys for tuning in to the Big 12 Network on the HPL YouTube channel. Final score, Electric 35, Sauce 21. Electric will be headed to the Big 12 Championship versus Boise State, so really good season for him. And we will see what he can do in the playoffs. But that is it. I'm DeJuan McMurray. Right beside me, always Joker. and we are signing off.